dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use it.
Now hold on a second, let's be rational about this. No, I'm just
I'm a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Can I hit that? For this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coup. Only winning is exception on my coup. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Can I hit that? Okay. Can I hit that?
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 7-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They find some open field here. The 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 11. A big pickup of 38. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Wild Bill. 26. Squeeze the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Check. 43.
Here's Watson.
Here I come again.
Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the block, motion, block. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Mike's 43.
Now it's Watson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
To Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Texans 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Falcons 0.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Falcons.
A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
45. Hey, watch the slant. Watch that. 54.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg, escaping the pressure right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Let's go one more. Mike's 54.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Watch 54. 24. Army.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
I got one.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
To the air yet again, Watson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
2nd and 6.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 1, 2, 3. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Watch the pass. Mike.
From the 22, Watson. Flushed out right. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, Watson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Myers able to knock it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
You better bring it. 79 Broncos. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike 5. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
First down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one. Hey, 24.
Here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
To number 89. Touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right.
I got you. 7 Pirates. 41 Pirates.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Check 29, 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike's 59. Mike's 54.
I know it's time.
From the gun, Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on
and a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Third down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Coming.
Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. All day, punt. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Bound to lose one. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. 54. Mike, 54.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
To number 19.
From 13
Touchdown,
yards out.
Houston.
And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Texans 24, Falcons.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
59. Mike, boys, 43. Hey, 31. 43. Hey, we got to snap 9.
Watson off play action. Being chased out left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it with Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron Jones.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Watson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Whitaker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 5.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
70 Lions, 60 Mavericks.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd
On
down.
play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
The pass.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
54 is down, he's coming.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Faking the give, now Watson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 47. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. 59. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
45's the mic. Push him back. Push him back.
From his goal line here, Watson. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Mike 54. Silver. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson going for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
1st and 10.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That one is slant to McLaurin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's 4th down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
54 Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Mike 5, Mike 5, Mike 5.
Here we go, D.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He sets up the screen to Jones. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's 3rd down. And
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Right 31. Right there. 54, Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
today's
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game guest.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy.